Hello everyone and welcome to the stream! My name is Raymond and I'm a game developer and the creator of games like The Street King and Left Turn Legend. Today I'll be doing some 3D modeling for Left Turn Legend since I need to make a lot of car models for this game. So let's go ahead and get started. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Looking forward to getting some nice models done. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with this plane here in order to turn this into our car. And along the way, if you have any questions or want to say anything in chat to talk with me, feel free. I'll try and answer all of the questions that I see. Sometimes I get a bit caught up in the 3D modeling though, so I might miss some things. But yeah, feel free to use this as a sort of Q&A session as well. Just a second, let me figure something out really quickly. Alright, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started by maybe making the hood of this car. Okay, let's see, this needs to go up a little bit. There we go. And also, I just wanted to take a moment to say sorry for not really posting too much lately in terms of YouTube content or game updates. I've been, unfortunately, pretty busy with school and stuff, so it's been a bit rough trying to get content and stuff out in the meantime. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more stuff out soon-ish, since next month I will be having winter break, so I think I'll have a bit more free time during those few weeks at least. And Red Psycho asked what car model this is going to be, so today I wanted to focus on making some more trucks for Left Turn Legend, since there's quite a few of the sedans and coupes already done, but I wanted more trucks to be in the game at some point as well, so why not now? And I think that I might actually be able to reuse quite a bit in terms of the models between these trucks, since they're all going to be from the same decade, so they'll have very similar designs, except for maybe the front and rear clips, but the sides, the roof lines, all of that is going to be pretty similar between them. So I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing this correctly, but Opala Prusiano asked some questions about cars that could be added to the Street King. So unfortunately I can't really give a straight yes or no answer on whether or not a certain car will be added to the game at any point. That's just the nature of development here being a bit unpredictable with how much time I have to work on the game and stuff like that. Okay, I think I'll do the front end of the truck first, model in maybe the grille and the headlights, and then later do a bit more detail on the hood. Okay, let's see. I think this is... I think we could probably curve this a bit more. It's a bit pointy right now. A beans-based sponsor card. Interesting. That would be interesting, I would say. Why beans in particular, I have to ask. Yeah, I'm hoping to get Left Turn Legend finished sometime soon-ish. I don't want to say like any particular release date yet, but definitely sometime next year, I think, is what I'm shooting for. Probably before the summer. Beans are one of the most recognized foods in the memeverse, says the Legomania 10. I mean, that is true. Just imagine at 3 AM all the cars in the game spontaneously turn into beans. No, I don't think that's a 3 AM thing. I think that's more of an Ohio thing. Can't have races in Ohio. Red Psycho asked if I'm done with this game, am I going to make some updates to the Street King? So, I'm working on both of these games kind of at the same time. It isn't like a either-or situation where I only... Or it isn't like an exclusive situation where I only work on one game at a time. So, there will be updates to the Street King as well. I'm just asking that please stay patient, since I do have a lot of other stuff going on as well. And... Guis? I'm not sure how to pronounce this. G-U-I-S-S? Guis? Something? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing this, but ask how long until the next update for the Street King. Unfortunately, I don't have a timetable for that at the moment. Just a lot of stuff going on with the semester so far, so I haven't really had that much time to dedicate to these games. I think a lot of this stuff is going to be clearer once winter break starts for me, because I'll have a lot more free time at that point. Do I? Oh, Quidos? No, Kudios. Sorry, I cannot read that. Kudios FG asked, Raymond, do I have cancelled ideas for the Street King? I mean, there's a fair amount of stuff that's been cut out, so a lot of cars, well, not really a lot, I would say, but a few cars early on in the game, a few locations. I've actually posted a couple of those, like an early concept of Atlas City and Rocky Summit. I think those are really the main ones. There's a couple other ideas, but they really aren't as fleshed out. I guess the things that I posted, like some pick of the days from before where I did like a Throwback Thursday thing with older cars and stuff like that, and also the YouTube videos of the cut maps are really the main things that have gotten cut in terms of like actually making it into the game at some point. Other things were just ideas and not really anything further. But let me double check how this should look. I think this part of the light needs to go up a little. Like, it almost curves up like that. Yeah. Okay. It looks more like what I want. So I have a bit of the basis for the grille and the headlights now, which is nice. Okay, and now we can continue this down to the front bumper. Okay, I think that looks good. Maybe I'll round it out a bit later on, but I think for now this is close enough. Okay, and now we can start building around to the side of the car and the fenders. The Lego Maniac 10 mentioned your new Toyota Solara. Well, I don't know if it's new, but I guess replacement Toyota Solara for your, let's see, your Volvo. Oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. Nice that you got a new car to replace the old one. Let me actually change this to the solid mode just so you guys can get a better idea of how the actual model looks instead of just staring at a wireframe. Red Psycho asks, what did the Street King look like in beta? Actually, that's a pretty interesting question. I have some old footage lying around, not too much, but a bit, that I could actually post at some point, which shows how the game looked very early in development. I think that would be something that's pretty interesting and worth doing a video on at some point, so I guess that's another thing I can kind of add to my winter break plans. Some more Throwback Thursday content and pick of the day. That would be interesting. I guess Botman currently doesn't actually support that, so something that I would have to add separately at some point. Okay, I think that's good for the fender flare, so we can go ahead and connect some stuff up now. There's the front starting to come together. I think I'll go ahead and add some more shape to the hood now as well. That works. Okay. Cake asked for any plans for the return of the cut red car from the Street King. Well, I can't promise anything, like I've said earlier. I mean, it's definitely within the realm of possibility, though, I'll say. Okay, now it's on to the roof of this truck. The Lego Maniac 10 says, for Christmas you should add a car that's literally just a Christmas tree tied to a sedan, and the sedan goes too fast for its own good. I guess, theoretically I could do that. I mean, just find some random model of a Christmas tree online, plop it into the game. Would be interesting to say the least. I think this area is a bit too wide, so let me fix that. And I'm gonna get rid of this space here. Okay, we'll fix this in a bit. Okay, there we go. Right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and actually mark a few things just for later. Let me see what I want to do. So I'll mark the headlights and the grille just right now. Oops, there we go. Alright, so there we have the headlights and grille marked. And let's actually maybe make the front grille on the bumper as well. So all of these cars have like this little grille in the bumper on the bottom that's actually the real air intake. So like these grills right here are fake, they're just stickers, but there should be a real grille down here, so I'm gonna go ahead and make that one. Okay, there we go. There's that grill done. And let's, okay, now kind of hop back to working on the side of the car again. Okay, and now we can put the window here in this space. Oops, what's that? There you go. Then we'll mark the windows. There we go. I think I'll go ahead and do the bed of the truck first. Just get that out of the way, and then we can work on doing the rest of the side. So I just want to get like the profile, or the general shape of the outline done, and then we can fill in the details in the middle. Let's make sure we have the right thing selected. There we go. Now we can just finish up this by pulling this inward. There we go. Okay. So from above, you see we have the general shape of the truck bed here, and then we'll just fill in the details. Let's see how this looks. Alright, that's fine so far. And then this is about where the rear wheel should go, so let's do that now. Let me make sure I have the correct thing for the scaling. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, I think that should be good for the rear wheel. Let's make sure that this is the correct width. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I think this might be... Okay, yeah. I think this needs to go outwards a little bit. There we go. And then we'll finish up the side here. There we go. Okay, so I think this is good for the side skirt, if you can really even call it that. Let's see if there's anything else I want to change with this shape. I think this is fine, so we can just go ahead and fill in the side of the truck now. So there we go. Oops, we want 3 of those. That's fine, I think. Oh, okay. Let me make sure these are in the correct spot. So this needs to go over here. There we go. Let me fix the windshield shape. This needs to curve out more. Let me double check from the side to make sure that's good. Yeah, I think that's better now. Not Ninja Fighter asks, why make a new game based on the old one instead of updating it? I'm not sure if I understand this question, since if you mean why am I making Left Turn Legend instead of updating the Street King, so Left Turn Legend is a completely different project. It's not based on the old one in any way. It uses completely unique art, gameplay, and other assets, so it's not really related. I guess in terms of lore, they're in the same universe, but there isn't really any technical features which are shared between the two. Okay, let's see what I want to do with the rear of this truck. I think we should start by maybe making the tail light and then connecting things up from there. Whoa, let's make sure. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so there is going to be like the general shape of the taillight from the side. Oh, I see. Not Ninja Fighter said their comment about making a new game instead of updating the old one was talking about a sequel. So I guess actually there are a number of reasons still why you would want to like actually make a sequel instead of just updating the old one. So maybe like technical limitations. So for example, if you made some choices early on in the development of the original game that you don't want to carry over to the sequel, something like that. Guis, Guiss again, asked if the track on the Street King will ever be used for something. I currently don't have any plans for it, but, I mean, I'm not ruling out anything either. I guess especially since I'm planning to do an update alongside Left Turn Legend's release, which will have some content which kind of promotes Left Turn Legend. Maybe that's where the test track would come into play, but I'm not really set on any plans yet. Oops. Let me make sure this is going the correct direction. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we have the rear bumper. Okay, I think this works, so this is good for what we have so far. Alright. There we go. Alright, nice. Okay, now let's mark the tail light in. Nice. Okay, now it's time for the rear window. So we'll go around to here. Oops. I think I have my scaling wrong. There we go, that's more what I expected. Okay. This looks a little messy. What happened here? Oh, selected the wrong vertex, I think. There we go, yeah. Nice. Oh. Okay. So there's the bed of the truck. That's done now. Let's see. Okay, I think now we can do stuff like the underside of the truck. So filling in the wheel wells and just in general filling in the space below it. And then last thing I'll do before UV mapping is the spoiler. Okay, there we go. Alright, and then finally, we just need to fill in the rest of this in the middle. We actually deselect these two. Okay, there's the underside of the truck completed. GUISS, Guis, still don't know how to pronounce that, asked if custom decals will be a thing in Left Turn Legend. If by that you mean custom paint jobs with pre-made decals, then yes, but if by custom decals you mean importing your own images from like any source, then no. You'll only be able to use decals that are already included with the game, but you'll be able to create paint jobs freely with those decals. super low poly, but there is our spoiler. Oops. Okay, I think that should be good for this part. Okay, so now it's on to UV mapping. So I already started making some of the UV seams for things like the headlights and the windows, but I'm going to add in the rest of those seams now for other features like the hood and then just general points where we need to break the UVs up. Alright, looks good so far. This whole area here needs to be marked as seam so that the bottom of the truck is not going to interfere with the UVs of the rest of it. See. Oh, I need a UV seam for the front bumper as well. Okay, let's see if there's any other details I want to change. I think I actually want to mess with the grill a little here. This isn't quite where it needs to be, so let's fix that. Okay. I think that's probably more accurate. And then this can also be extruded a little, just to give it a little more detail. There we go. And now some of these seams are messed up, so we're going to have to fix that. Let's see. This does not need to be a seam. This does. This does. Let me double check that this region is correct. Yep, that is its own piece. Okay, that's good. I think there should be an extra edge right here that we want to delete. Yep, there it is. Okay. I think that's good for the basic modeling of this. So now what I want to do is apply the mirror modifier that I have attached to this so that we can actually UV map it. So if you go to material preview right now, it looks really messy, and that's because the UV mapping hasn't been done yet. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's see. All right. Okay, this looks fine so far. I don't see anything that's like blatantly wrong. So start with the easy stuff, just getting rid of the under tray of the car. Now that whole piece is gray. Let's see, I want to say this is a grill. Is this? Yes, that is a grill. So this can be moved to the black section. Let's see. This looks like, yeah, so that's that chrome strip right here. So this can go to the gray color right here. I believe these should be headlights. Let's see, where are the bottom lights? Those have to be somewhere here as well. I think that might be these two. Yep, those are definitely the lights. Okay, now I think this is the top grill. Yep. Looks good. Let's see what else we have. Windows, so front, rear, and then to side. Okay, where's this grill? I still have yet to find that. That is not that grill. Maybe this piece? Alright. Then we have the taillights. I believe that should be these two. Okay. I think we have something weird going on with the seams somewhere. What is this right here? Trying to figure out what this is, huh? Let's see, do we have any weird seams that don't belong anywhere? I'm not sure what this right here is supposed to be. Huh. There should be a part of the car that's like a bright blue right now. Oh, maybe we have like a face somewhere which should not be there. Oh, I see, yeah. We have an extra face right here that we need to get rid of. Okay, so that gets rid of that weird thing. The Lego Maniac 10 asks if I've watched Drag Car TV before. That sounds familiar. I think I might have. What? Can you remind me what their channel is again? Because I do not remember. I just know that I've definitely heard that before. Okay, now it's time to UV wrap the body of the car. So this is the part that is a bit more difficult to do. Not entirely sure if this is going to fit. We might have to scale down the UVs a bit for this to work out. Let's see. I think something funky happened with the rear bumper, so I'll have to fix that as well. Let's see, we want to do this. Oops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, somehow the rear bumper got separated into two halves. I think it has to do with that weird extra face that we had earlier. This should be able to fit here. Yep, barely. Oops. Let's see if we can move this out the way a little. Alright, that works. This just barely does not fit. Let's see if we can shift some stuff around so it does work. We can probably put the spoiler somewhere else. It's a bit of a tight fit, but I think we can make it work. Okay, now we need to figure out where the rear bumper and spoiler are going to go. This is a bit tricky. Not sure if we really have much space left. Let's see, can we shift these pieces around a bit so they save some space? Maybe. Does this help with anything? Maybe not. This is where UV mapping can get kind of tricky. So question in the chat if I'm going to make a beta for Left Turn Legend. Maybe at some point. At the moment, I have not really done anything which would, I guess, make it suitable for a beta. So there's still a lot of preparation work that would need to be done before that's possible, but I'm definitely open to the possibility. Okay, yeah, I think we might just have to scale down all of the UVs to get everything to fit. This is a bit of a pain right now. Doesn't seem to work. I think maybe that little bit of scaling should be enough, that it frees up enough space for us to fit everything. Oops, I think I accidentally moved all of this stuff too. There we go. Yeah, don't want to mess up those details. Actually, I think, wait a minute, I think these should actually just be solid gray. That's right, since these are on the spoiler, we don't actually care about making it so you can put decals on those. There we go. Okay, now let's see if we can shift some stuff around just so there's a bit more space in some areas. Oops. Opala asked if this music is in the Street King, and yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, all of the music that is being played in this stream is also included in the Street King. Yeah, I think this should probably be close enough. Yeah, I think this is probably fine for our UV map. Okay. So now just a look at the final truck model. So here it is. Okay. And now that I have one model done, what I'll do next is I'll take a short break, and then when I get back, I'm going to resume with the next model. So let me just get things set up for that right now. Okay, so I am back from my break, so everyone, welcome back. And for this next truck model, and actually for all of the rest of the truck models for this stream, I think I can actually reuse a fair bit of this initial model I made, because all of the trucks that I'm making right now are from the same decade, and so they're going to share a lot in terms of body style. So the main differences are going to come in the front and rear of the trucks. However, the middle portion and the bed, the wheelbase, all of that is going to stay pretty much exactly the same. So at this point, it's probably better just to reuse the model instead of making the whole thing from scratch. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now to start off, I'm actually going to take this model and delete half of it, just so we can start by making just half of the truck and then duplicating it over whenever we're finished with that. So there we go, no more half of the truck. And then I've added this mirror modifier again, so that the changes that I make to the left side of the truck are going to appear on the right side as well. Okay, and now what I can do is just start deleting the front and back portions, which are going to have to be different. Okay, I think that entire front can be deleted. And then for the back, it's probably going to actually stay relatively similar. There'll be a few smaller changes I'll have to make, but for now I'm just going to leave the back intact because a lot of it's going to be shared as well. Starting with the front first though. Let's see how the hood should go. Something like this. Alright, let me get some references just so I know how this should look. Okay. Something like this for the front end. Okay. That's fine for here. So now I'm going to make the rest of the front end, including the grille and the hood. Okay, and then this is going to turn into the grill, so let's see how I want to do this. It's a bit too tall right now. There we go. Okay. Guis asked if Left Turn Legends livery system will be the same as the Street Kings. It has a number of differences. Overall, I would say that it's improved from the Street Kings. It works similarly in a lot of ways, but there's some minor changes here and there which make it better. And I guess your second part of your question was, will it have the 40 decal limit? So I'm planning on having a 50 decal limit for Left Turn Legend, which is going to make it so that you can have just a bit more room to make some cool liveries. Okay. Yeah, these headlights are not going to be the most accurate, but that's just kind of one of the caveats of having a low poly art style, I guess. I'm just going to round out the grill a bit, since that's more in line with the shape that we actually want here. It'd be tricky to get the round shapes right for these models, because everything is supposed to be so low poly. Okay. Let's see if there's anything we need to fix here. I think some of these edges are a bit awkward right now. Okay, let's see. There we go. Right, nice. Let's go ahead and mark some areas. So this is going to be the grill, and then the chrome around that. Okay. Alright, there we go for the front lip. Okay, and now we can just connect this up to the fender, which we already have pretty much done. Nice. Okay, and now it's time to do the hood. Nice. There we go. Uh-oh. That is not what I wanted to do. I think I selected the wrong thing there. There we go. Oops, did not want to delete that. Let's see. This is fine. How do we want to connect this up? I guess I can add some cuts in so that this... There we go. There we go. Now we have that completed, so now we just need to fill in the hood. Okay. I think that should be good. Let me just check. Yeah, I think that's good for this general shape. So just quickly add in the front grille. Oh, what happened there? Let me try that again. Something weird's going on with this. Okay, there we go. Guise asked if I'm planning to release the next update for the Street King alongside Left Turn Legend. So not the next update for the Street King. There's going to be a couple updates for the Street King that come out before Left Turn Legend comes out that are unrelated to Left Turn Legend. However, when Left Turn Legend comes out, there's going to be an update which has a lot of content, which kind of promotes Left Turn Legend. Okay, I think that is good for the front of the truck, so now it's on to modifying the rear so that the tail light shape is correct. I think main thing with these taillights is they just need to be a bit more rounded. I think that's better for the taillight shape, and I know that this area looks really weird right now. We'll fix that later with the UV mapping. Now it's time to fix the shape from this side. Alright, and I think that's pretty much all we need to do for adjusting the shape of the tail lights. So now let's see if there's any major changes we need to make to the rear bumper's shape. This needs to be a little flatter like this, and also a bit taller. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else we need to change here. I think that should be it, actually. So we can go ahead and UV map this truck then, and then it'll be pretty much done. So that's the advantage of having the model be reused. I don't have to go through and do everything from scratch. Okay. Now let's see how we should map this. I'll just actually redo the entire UV map for this thing, since I think the UVs are probably going to still be different enough that it'll be worth. Oh wait, I did not finish the underside, so actually let's do that first before we UV map. Okay, now I think we can continue with the UV mapping. Oh, oops. This is not mirrored over anymore, so I think I need to do this side manually. There we go. Okay, and let's unwrap again. Gui says yes, it is Trucking Tuesday, and yeah, it is Truck Tuesday. I guess no more Taco Tuesday, just Trucking Tuesday. CV is kind of spread all over the place right now. Let's see. I want to find all the windows and get them selected in one go, hopefully. Just the front window. Yeah, I think we got all the windows and grills together. Now this is that chrome piece around the grill. Headlights. Where's the other headlight? I saw it somewhere over here. There we go. We have the taillights. That looks good. Then the spoiler, which is just going to be solid gray. And let's see, I don't think there's any other parts which need to be a solid color, so that means the rest of the truck can now be UV mapped. And this is the part which is always a bit more difficult. No, I'm just gonna leave the scale this time, since last time we tried to scale things up and it did not work. We weren't able to fit everything in, so I'm just gonna leave the default scale and see if we can work with that instead. Red Psycho asked, why did I create the Street King? So this is, I guess, something that I've been wanting to do a video on for a while, since I really want to tell the story of the game, and I guess from a personal perspective how that went for myself, and or how that interacted with like other things in my life as well. But I guess the very short answer is just that I wanted to make a game that I would want to play, and so I guess the rest, as they say, is history. And now we have the front bumper. Oops. There we go. And then I think this is the tailgate and the rear bumper. And now just the rear bumper. Where will this go? Hopefully we have space for this somewhere. This might be a bit tricky. I think if we do something like this, we might be able to fit it. And then this can be shifted left and up, but it fits. Okay, and just double checking, make sure we don't have anything weird going on with the UVs. I think we're good. Let me see if this, no, I think we should just leave that. Yeah, I think that's good for UVs here. So here is the second truck for today. Okay, and I'm going to cut to a quick break just so I can get things set up for the next model. And once again, for this next model, I'm going to be starting using the previous model as a base, just so we can save a bit of time in 3D modeling, and hopefully we'll be able to get more done that way. So I'll see you all after this quick intermission. Okay, so just a short break this time since there wasn't too much that I had to do in terms of setup. And so this model is going to once again start off with the original base model I started today with. So hopefully we should be able to get it done pretty quickly. My plan for today is actually to get 4 truck models done. So in previous streams I've generally only stuck to 2 or 3 models, but because of the reuse of the sides of the truck, I should be able to make more progress this time. So once again, I'm going to begin just by deleting half of the truck. And then adding a mirror modifier to it. And then we can start getting rid of the front and then replacing it with the new front end we're going to want to use. Okay, there we go. And let's start by pulling this forward to where we're going to want the grill to be. Okay. It's always interesting to me how sloped these truck front ends actually are compared to the production counterparts. When the monsters in my head finally rip out my throat and I die on the stage, would that be good? This is going to have to go down pretty dramatically. Let's see. I do not like the way this edge looks right now. Maybe something like this actually would be better. Yeah, I think that's more in line with the shape that we want. Screams in an empty room of filled up minds, bounce off closed ears, wasting breath and time. When I'm going, all that's left is grooves and wax and tape. Will it matter in 100 years when they refuse to play? Those things can eat you alive, too much to manage. That's the real brain ache, man. That's real nerve damage. I'm not sure why this is flipped around, so let's just make sure this is facing the correct direction. There we go. Okay, there we go. And now this whole thing needs to be a lot more sloped. So it's not sloped in the production version of this vehicle, but in order to get things to be more aerodynamic, it's going to have some, I guess, creative liberties taken. Okay, so now if we view it from the side, I think it's more sloped. Yeah, there we go. see how this looks from the front. Some stuff is flipped around, I think, so let's fix that. There we go. I think that's fixed now. Yep. There we go. I think that's all right. Let's go ahead and mark the headlight as well. Okay, there we go. Now we can work on the front bumper. Something like that for the shape. Okay, let's see how this is doing so far. I think that's fine. We can go ahead and connect this up to the wheel well now, which is nicely left over for us from the old model. Now I need to figure out this area right here. Looks good. And I think this part is almost done. Whoa, don't know what's happening there. So let's actually delete this first so that we can move these independently. There we go. Let's see. That's the shape we want. I think that's good. Yeah. Time to do the front grille again. Let's see. We'll try and make sure this is the correct proportions. There's the front grille. Frosting Axel asked if there's going to be a pace car or not. I currently haven't decided yet, so I haven't added a pace car at the moment. That's something that I think is going to wait a bit. I think I'll do some other core features first before I do that. With that being said though, I have finished the front of this. Let me close up the underside just so we can make sure that I don't forget to do it like last time, and then we can move on to the back. Okay, so really the main thing here is just the tail light and the rear bumper. Not sure why this got raised up so high, but we can lower that. Okay, there's the tail light. Actually, let's raise this a little bit maybe. Yeah, I think that's good. Rear bumper can be a little taller. And maybe go this way a bit more. Alright, good. Let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to change here. I think that's good, so we're ready for texturing. So I'm going to be marking all of the seams. Let's see. I think this is a bit... Okay, no, I think that should be fine. Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't sure if that's a good place for a seam, but I think it should be okay. That's all good. Let's see. So let's figure out. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to apply this mirror modifier, and then we can do the UV map. Looks good just from a glance. Let me get all of the grille and window pieces. Then we want to do... What are these? I think these are the tail lights, right? Yeah, those are the tail lights. Spoiler, where's the spoiler? Oops, I think I'm missing half the spoiler right now. Let's fix that. Spoiler is going to go in gray as well. Let's see this chrome piece. And then the headlights, I believe, will be the last solid color part of the car. Okay, time to UV wrap the rest of the truck, or UV unwrap rather. we can make these a bit bigger since it seems like Blender is wasting a bit of space here. The front bumper there, and then the tailgate. Go here. Might be a tight fit. I think if we actually flip the bumper, we'll be able to fit this. There we go. Let's see if this is going to work. We might have to scale things back down once again. Bit unfortunate. Let's see if we can make this work. Because we still have the rear bumper to fit in as well after this, and I'm not sure if we have space anywhere for that on the CD map. Ooh, barely? I think we just barely have space to put the rear bumper up here. Yeah, so that actually works. Make sure this is not poking out of the UV map. Okay, let's see. I think that's good for the UV map. Everything looks like it's all mapped correctly and there's no overlaps or anything hanging outside. So let's just preview how this looks. Yep, looks good. Okay, so once again, I'll take a quick break and get things set up for the fourth and final model for today's stream. Okay, welcome back everyone. It's time for the fourth and final truck of the stream. So once again, I'm gonna have to start by doing some setup with the previous model, just deleting half of it and then getting rid of the front and rear so that we can modify it to match the way that this new truck should look. Okay. And now we're ready to get rid of the front end. Let's see. Now the sun has got too bad, but I still can't rest my head, oh Lord, oh Lord. So we've gotten rid of the front end of this truck, and so now we can model the new front end. Okay, I'll just do the side profile first, I think, for this one. Just to make things a little easier. Okay, so this looks about how I expected it. Okay, so there's the general outline of how the front will look. Let me actually smooth this out just a little bit. There we go. And now we can start adding in details, so I'll begin with the grille. Once again, there's going to be a fair amount of rounding on this with the corners, which is going to be a little annoying since this is all low poly, so I have to figure out how to make that work out. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I want to move anything. This is pretty good. And from the side, how does this look? Alright. Yep. And then we'll want to do the headlight. see how this looks. I think this needs to go out a bit more. Right now it's too far inwards. There we go. See. Okay, I think that's about right for the shape that we want. I think the headlights might need to be a little taller though. There we go. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna have to do some refinement on the shape here. Yeah. I think it might be okay actually. Alright, and then this is going to have to come down to complete the rest of the front bumper. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now I want to go ahead and cut out the actual grill from this space right here. So this outline right here is not for the grill itself, but for the chrome surrounding the grill. So the actual grill is inset a bit from that. And yeah, thanks for the kind words in the comments, everyone. I appreciate all the support. Let's see, so something weird's going on with this inset, so I'll have to fix that. Yeah, I think that's a bit more on the lines of what we want. Maybe this can go up a little. This is going to look a little messy at first until we're able to fix it. There we go. And I think the grill is good now. We have the chrome trim and the grille. There we go. And we can go ahead and mark seams for the headlight too. I think that's done. Yep. Nice. So Toy Freddy has a question about the left turn legend race in the Street King, not this game, the actual race in the Street King. And I guess that race is a bit difficult. So you asked if your car is just slow or if the race is hard. I guess it's a bit of both. So one thing to keep in mind for that race though is that there's a lot of long straightaways. And so because of that, you do need a car that prioritizes speed over handling. So even if your car is like high tier 2, if your car is a high rank because it has good handling but its speed maybe isn't the best, that can still make it pretty difficult to beat that race. Okay, hood is starting to come together now. There we go. Okay, I think that's almost done. Let's see what I want to do here. Geometry here is a little messy if I just close it up as is, so I don't want to do that. I think maybe I'll actually slide this up a little. And then add another edge loop, which is going to be for this part of the hood. Yeah, I think that works better. Okay, so there we go for the front of this truck. So question about having like special seasonal updates, I guess, or maybe like holiday updates. So while those would be nice, I'll say that unfortunately I don't really think they're feasible for me. So I think I've mentioned this quite a lot in the past already, but unfortunately just school and stuff like that taking up a lot of time can make it difficult for me to be able to put these sorts of things onto a schedule. So generally with these sorts of updates, I'm just kind of making them whenever I have time. So if I were to work on like say a Christmas themed update, then by the time that I'm actually finished with the update, it might already be way too late. Okay, so I think now we can go ahead and make the rear of this. We're going to have to curve the tail light a lot more, and then change the shape of the rear bumper bit. Maybe this is a bit too much of a curve. Let's see how this looks from the side. Okay, I think that's about good for the shape that we want. And then just very standard stuff on the back, just pretty much straight up and down. Okay, and then this right here I'll have to do something about as well. Edge right here I don't quite like. Let's see what we can do to fix it. I think that's a bit better. Yeah. Okay. That works. So now the rear bumper. It slopes down a bit. I think that looks good. Now let me just check if there's any other things we need to do. Oh, yep. Need to close up the bottom of the car. There we go. Let's see if there's any spots where we need to add UV seams. I think we need some for the hood. And for the front bumper. There we go. Oops, that is not a seam. That is sharp. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we need to do. I think that's good. So, on to UV mapping. Apply this modifier and then UV edit. Oops. There we go. Alright, there's the underside. Now let's get the windows and the grills. Alright, there's the windows and grills. Where are the headlights and taillights? Those are the taillights, I believe. Spoiler is right here. I think these are the headlights, right? Double check. Yep. Here's the chrome trim around the grille. And are those all the solid colored parts? I think so. Okay, so let's just get this UV map done, and then we'll be done for the day. One thing I just realized, I think there's actually one small change that I'll have to make really quickly. Yeah, okay. One small detail I realized I was just missing, so let's fix that really quickly. This should do something like this. Okay, this might mess up some of the UV mapping, which is going to be a little annoying, but I want to make sure I get this detail right, so. Let's see if this is going to cooperate. No, it looks like it is not going to, so that's going to be a bit annoying. Let me figure out how to do this best. I think that did it. Okay, yeah, that works. And then merge these together and fix the seams. And then remap the windows. Okay, yeah, so I just wanted to have this little dip in the window accurately modeled, so that's why I went back and redid that part. Okay, so now that we have that done, we can resume with UV unwrapping the rest of this truck. see. This barely fits. I think that works. Let's see if we can squeeze this in here. Might be able to do it if we can. Oh yeah, we actually have a fair amount of space for the hood to move over, so we're good here. Okay, and that's the rear bumper. Looks like we are done with the UV mapping of this truck. So I think that should be it. Let's see. Okay, so we have this fourth and final truck done. And with that, I wanted to actually take a moment just to show all of the truck models we made. So I have them right here. So here's all of the truck models that I created over the course of today's stream. So this is the first one I made at the very beginning. And then from here, I took this model and reused most of it and just changed the front and rear clips in order to get the rest of these truck models. Okay, well, that's all of the 3D modeling that I had planned for today. So if you watched this stream, thanks so much for your support, and I'll see you all next time.